They look like praying figures, but what hides behind those folded forelegs is pure predatory violence. Today, we ask, how does a prayer turn into a kill? The subject is the praying mantis, Mantis religiosa, an ambush predator that snatches prey with spined forelegs, pins it down, and eats it alive, sometimes during courtship. This video will unspool that paradox. A ritual pose masking razor arms, a lover becoming a meal. We will trace anatomy, behavior, and the biology of lethal mating. Expect blunt descriptions, close-up brutality, and scientific detail. If you are squeamish, know this: nature is indifferent. The mantis is both exquisite and merciless. Picture a still silhouette on a twig. Minute eyes track motion, spiny raptorial legs poised like steel traps. Nothing moves unless the mantis decides to act. Our central mystery: why does the mantis so often transform mating into predation? And how do its body and brain make that transformation possible? We'll dissect limbs, explain nervous control, watch hunting mechanics, and study mating dynamics. Each piece explains the lethal efficiency behind that praying posture. The mantis lives where patience is rewarded: grasses, shrubs, window frames. Ambush hunting demands stillness, speed, and a body built for precision violence. To understand its brutality, we must first meet the hardware: elongated prothorax, raptorial forelegs, serrated spines, and a head that rotates like a surveillance turret. The mantis body is a scaffold of predation. The head swivels 90 degrees, granting panoramic vision. The neck is a hinge that aims the whole hunter. Eyes are compound, but the mantis also has a trio of simple eyes for motion detection. Stereoscopic vision lets it judge distance with lethal accuracy. The thorax is elongated, elevating the head above the limbs. This gives range and leverage for a strike that must close in a fraction of a second. Those forelegs are raptorial, folded like prayer, but armored with curved spines. When they snap, the spines interlock, turning limbs into a vise that pins struggling prey. Each spine is a tiny saw, preventing escape. Muscles load behind a locked joint, releasing explosively. Speed and grip together make escape nearly impossible for many victims. The mantis chews with mandibles like shears. Once pinned, prey is methodically dismembered, soft tissues consumed first, often while the victim is still conscious. External digestion is limited. Mantises chew and ingest. Their gut processes protein-rich meals fast, fueling bursts of predatory energy and quick digestion between hunts. An exoskeleton protects the mantis, but is also lightweight. It balances the need for armor with agility. Rigid plates anchor wing muscles and the powerful foreleg attachments. The mantis brain is compact but efficient. Neural circuits prioritize motion, target tracking, and snap timing. Reflex arcs execute strikes faster than conscious deliberation. Sensory-motor integration is critical. Eyes feed rapid updates to motor circuits, which translate perception into a millisecond strike from folded forelegs to prey. Hearing is tuned to ultrasound in some species, detecting bat predators. Antennae sample chemical cues. Vision remains the primary sense for hunting and courtship. Coloration and body shape are designed for invisibility. Leaf-like or stick-like camouflage reduces detection, letting the mantis wait until an unwary insect wanders within reach. Movement is deliberate. Quick dashes are rare. Instead, incremental shifts reposition the angle of attack. The mantis is a sniper, not a pursuit predator. A strike begins with a tiny head twitch, measuring range. Then, the prothorax muscles fire. Forelegs unfold and clamp shut in a fraction of a second, driven by stored elastic energy. Common prey includes flies, moths, and smaller insects, but larger mantises will tackle frogs, lizards, or hummingbirds. Size limits exist, but hunger overrides caution. Eating is efficient and gruesome. Head and thorax are consumed first to stop movement, then softer parts are devoured. Prey can remain alive during consumption. Some mantises sit on flowers, luring pollinators. Others mimic leaves and sway with the wind. These strategies transform flowers and plants into lethal ambush sites. While not bioluminescent, mantises use deceptive motion and camouflage to trick prey. They are patient deceivers, waiting until a perfect window to strike. Field recordings show mantises capturing bees mid-flight, snatching dragonflies as if snaring feathers. Each capture is a demonstration of timing, strength, and anatomical design. Prey sometimes fight back. Spiders may bite, flies may struggle, but the spines and the grip usually turn resistance into a quicker, bloodier demise. Mantis threats include birds and bats. Some species freeze, others flash wings with eye spots to startle. Survival often depends on sudden display, not flight. Energy budgets favor ambush. Sit, wait, strike. For an insect that must balance calories, the mantis's lethal patience is an economical, if brutal, survival strategy. Integration of visual and tactile cues refines the strike. If a limb senses vibration, neural triggers prime the motor sequence that immobilizes prey. Mantises show limited learning. Juveniles refine timing with experience. Yet their hunting remains heavily dependent on innate circuitry tuned by evolution for ambush killing. Then there is the darker dance, courtship. The male approaches a seated female, a high-risk negotiation, where dinner and lover exist in the same body. Males use caution, slow advances, vibrations in the substrate, sometimes offerings. Yet courtship is a gamble against hunger and a misfiring of predatory drive. Sexual cannibalism is infamous. Females sometimes decapitate males mid-copulation and consume them, but the reality is more complex than simple ravenousness. Not all matings end in death. Frequency of cannibalism varies by species, hunger state, female size, and environmental stress. It is conditional, not constant. A female may bite the male's head or thorax. Often, the severed male continues copulation for a time, neural circuits sustaining behavior even after decapitation. Mantises have distributed motor control. Basic mating reflexes can persist without the brain, allowing mating to continue while the rest of the male's body is consumed. Why would evolution favor this? Females gain nutrients, increasing egg production. For some males, sacrifice might increase the odds of fertilizing more eggs. Males adopt strategies, rapid copulation, sneaky approaches, or offering prey to distract females. Survival depends on timing and sometimes a counterintuitive generosity. Starved females are more likely to cannibalize. When food is scarce, the line between mate and meal blurs. Reproductive success and immediate nutrition compete. Field studies show males assessing female behavior, retreating when signals are risky. Laboratory results sometimes exaggerate cannibalism rates because of forced proximity and starvation. Decapitation does not instantly stop mating. The nerve cords and ganglia can maintain rhythmic genital movements, allowing sperm transfer even as the mate becomes lunch. Consumed males provide proteins directly to eggs. In some cases, females that cannibalize lay larger clutches or more viable offspring. Brutality can be reproductive currency. Males must balance the risk of being eaten with the need to fertilize. Evolution tunes their approach. Cautious movement, timing copulation when female attention is focused elsewhere. This is sexual conflict, writ small, male persistence versus female appetite. The battlefield of reproduction can be literally consumptive, satisfying both genes and stomachs. Some males sacrifice themselves purposely, increasing paternity share if they ensure prolonged copulation. For them, being eaten may be an extreme form of parental investment. Females control much of the interaction via posture, chemosignals, and sudden strikes. Mating becomes an extension of predation, controlled by the female's hunger and intent. Across mantid evolution, these behaviors likely reflect ecological pressures, scarce resources, high reproductive stakes, and selection for females that capitalize on meals. Nymphs hatch in clusters and can be cannibalistic. Sibling cannibalism reduces competition and provides early nutrition, shaping survivorship long before adulthood. Eggs are laid in frothy ootheca, a hardened foam that protects dozens or hundreds of embryos. Many will never reach adult size. Mortality is baked into the life cycle. Mantises molt multiple times, shedding exoskeleton to grow. Each molt is vulnerable. Predators exploit soft bodies. Growth is punctuated by risk and renewal. Sexual maturity brings new behaviors. Males learn subtle approaches. Females develop larger abdomens and stronger predatory impulses tied to reproduction. Most mantises live less than a year. Their life histories compress growth, hunting, and reproduction into a brief, intense season of survival and sometimes deadly mating. Population numbers fluctuate with prey availability. Booms follow insect pulses. Crashes follow cold snaps. Cannibalism can be a density-dependent pressure that stabilizes populations. Mantises serve as mid-level predators, controlling pest insects, but also becoming prey for birds, frogs, and spiders. They knit into food webs in complex ways. By eating pollinators and pests alike, mantises influence plant reproduction and insect community structure. Their appetite can have cascading ecological consequences. Humans sometimes introduce mantises for pest control. That intervention can backfire. A generalist predator may suppress beneficial insects, altering local ecology. Mantises thrive in gardens and window ledges, where lights attract prey. In cities, they become miniature raptors, waiting among potted plants for a foolish moth. Video captures show mantises decapitating flies, then eating the thorax while the wings still twitch. These moments reveal both precision and the disturbing endurance of prey. Some larger species tackle birds and bats. These strikes are rarer but spectacular. Talon-like forelegs locking around feathers, a battle between flight and grasp. Mantises may fight over food. Confrontations can be violent, grappling with forelegs, biting, and sometimes cannibalistic escalation until one remains alive and dominant. Territory is subtle. Preferred ambush posts are defended by posture and displays. A mantis may chase an intruder from a favored flower or leaf. Many mantises hunt at dusk, blending shadow and leaf. Night amplifies risk. Bat-eared hearing and stillness are survival tools in the dark theater of predation. Mantises themselves fall victim to spiders and birds. A large spider can entangle a mantis, reversing the predator-prey equation in a single webbed instant. Some species mimic flowers so well, pollinators land within strike range. This floral masquerade is evolution turning attraction into lethal ambush. Mantises show behavioral innovation, baiting, feinting, and using the environment to funnel prey. These are not mindless killers, but adaptable predators. Mantises sometimes co-opt spider webs, stealing trapped prey. They exploit opportunities, showing opportunism alongside their ambush specialization. Recorded matings reveal both tender approaches and sudden violence. A male's misstep or a female's hunger can convert courtship into a feeding frenzy. Males escape by timing ejaculations early, by copulating while distracting the female, or by fleeing immediately after transfer. Evolutionary improvisation under lethal pressure. From the female perspective, consuming a mate is efficient, a direct nutrient boost that may improve egg survival when resources are scarce. High cannibalism rates can skew sex ratios and affect mating systems. In extreme conditions, the behavior alters demographic structures and reproductive output. The trade-off is stark. Aggressive females gain calories and fecundity, while males risk death for genes. Evolution is a cold ledger balancing costs and benefits. From ootheca to mating to cannibalism, the mantis reproductive cycle is a drama of sacrifice and survival, where life and death are intimately intertwined. Ecologically, mantises help regulate insect numbers. They are both predators and prey, exerting top-down pressure on some populations while feeding higher predators. In certain ecosystems, mantises can act like keystone predators, suppressing outbreaks of herbivores and indirectly influencing plant communities and food chain balances. Introduced mantis species sometimes upset local webs, preying on native pollinators or beneficial insects, showing that a predator's presence can have unintended consequences. Gardeners prize mantises for pest control, but their generalist appetite can remove pollinators too. Biological control is complex and fraught with moral trade-offs. Mantises can indicate environmental health. Diverse mantis communities suggest balanced insect assemblages, while sudden declines may reflect pollution or habitat loss. Most mantis species are not endangered, but habitat destruction and pesticides threaten local populations. Loss of predators ripples through ecosystems in unpredictable ways. Mantises are kept as pets and study subjects. In captivity, their natural behaviors persist, including occasional cannibalism, reminding us that domestication does not erase instinct. Should we introduce mantises to control pests? Should we keep them as pets? Ethical answers require weighing ecological complexity against human convenience. We oscillate between reverence and revulsion. The praying posture seduces cultural metaphors, but the mantis's reality is raw, an efficient killer wrapped in grace. Scientists study mantis neural circuits, biomechanics, and mating systems to understand decision-making, predator-prey dynamics, and the evolutionary roots of violence in nature. Mantis religiosa, the classic European mantis, exemplifies many behaviors we described: ambush strikes, raptorial forelegs, and documented cases of sexual cannibalism in the field. Researchers use high-speed cameras and neurophysiology to map strikes, and field observation to measure mating outcomes. These methods reveal the timing and triggers of deadly behavior. Surprises include males sometimes surviving despite being bitten, and females basing cannibalism decisions on hunger and reproductive stage rather than pure aggression. Myths exaggerate mantis violence. Not every mating is fatal, but myth and fact overlap in one truth. The mantis blurs the line between courtship and predation. Watching a mantis eat a mate forces a thought. Nature's logic is not moral. Evolution measures success by gene propagation, not by our sense of mercy. We project morality onto animals, but the mantis acts on hunger and instinct. The spectacle of cannibalism asks uncomfortable questions about responsibility and human intervention. Human actions shape mantis lives. Pesticides, habitat loss, and introductions alter their world, sometimes increasing desperation and behaviors like cannibalism. If we value ecological balance, we must consider the ripple effects of our choices. Protecting habitat and reducing chemicals preserves the complex dance between predator and prey. We began with a question: how does a prayer become a kill? Anatomy, neurocontrol, and ecology reveal the answer. Form and behavior engineered for ambush and occasional cannibalism. The mantis forces us to face a brutal truth. Beauty and savagery can be the same thing. Evolution blends risk, sacrifice, and efficiency into a single organism. Look closer at the world around you. Gardens hide predators and ecological stories, support habitat, reduce pesticides, and respect the messy logic of natural life. Imagine a mantis on a twig as dusk falls, still, waiting, prayer-like. That stillness conceals muscle, spikes, and the thin line between mate and meal. Next time you see that bowed posture, remember, it is not devotion, but a sealed design for predation. The prayer can end in a kill. If this unsettling portrait stirred you, explore the science. Read field studies on Mantis religiosa and share what fascinated or horrified you in the comments below. The praying mantis remains a creature of contradictions, graceful, clinical, deadly. Its story reminds us that survival often looks like silent, beautiful brutality.